What's up, everybody? How you doing today? We'll uh, we'll let a few people get in here. There's the man of the hour. I'll send the co-host invite to VeFam Space Club. Christophagus, what's up? Uno, Corgi, Scalo, Mercs.
Hello.
Yes, sir. What's happening?
Just checking out my Frozen Vikings.
Oh, you son of a!
Sorry about your luck,
No,
man.
I know you did. You did pretty good. Is that closed up now?
That I'm not sure of. That I don't know.
I woke up this morning and I burned my, what did I burn? 5 or 6 of them, and it was to no avail, but it was for a good cause anyway, so I'm good with it. So we'll maybe let a few more people trickle in here. But yeah, we've got less than 24 hours till the drop, and there's only 56 available, so this could go pretty quick. I know there's been some hyped up people in the Discord, and I'm excited to see what everybody gets.
Yeah, me too.
I think as this builds month to month and people start seeing and all that good stuff, I think it's really going to take off in a big way.
Yeah, I mean, posting it on Reddit. It's been called the Scam Project already. I've been PM'd by a couple of people asking me if this is real life. You know, I guess with such an ambitious project, I guess you can kind of expect that.
Yeah, I think I haven't really spent any time on Reddit, but people want to see it as a scam, they can see it as a scam, and more power to them. Hold on, I'm just scrolling through um, some messages here, trying to find something.
By the way, if anyone in the chat is trying to finish the collector box on World of V, I do have multiple extras. I've already gotten the 50 out of 50, so if you need any, let me know.
Can you sell those as a whole box?
No, I think you have to sell them individually.
Okay.
But the offer to anyone in the chat, that'd be free of charge if you need them to collect it.
You got all of them, huh?
Yeah, I kind of bought a couple boxes.
Oh, you are quite the collector. How many Genesis cards do you have?
Well, I just sold two because I'm trying to get the whale card. 145 Genesis cards, and then I think 6 special cards. So, like right off the bat, I think it's like 50,000 wove will be generating for the community. And then each month, 50% of sales will be going to try and get the whale card.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's quite the feat.
So I think it's almost evenly distributed of my NFTs between World of V and VC.
Right on. Well, we got what do we got in here? 12, 13, 14 people. Let's 15. Let's get started. So welcome everybody to our live interview slash AMA with VeFam Space Club founder. So I'm gonna ask some questions. We'll hear about the project, what's going on with it, and then we'll open it up to everybody else to jump in and ask questions that they might have. So without further ado, I will welcome the man of the hour. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Had a successful mint burn rather, and I'm excited slash a little nervous for tomorrow. So let's go.
So the VFam Space Club is your creation. Um, could you give us some background on yourself and what got you into NFTs, crypto as a whole, and just kind of what led you up to this point?
Sure. So I guess I bought Doge. Okay, so it all started with Doge. Um, I bought that sub 1 cent, and I told my smartest friend, he's in Ivy League business school, that I did that, and he basically told me I was an idiot. Um, and I was like, yeah, well then what should I look into? And he told me about how in 2017 he trained his 401k account and invested it all into VeChain. And I was like, shit, if my smartest friend has done that, I need to look into this. I didn't even know what VeChain was. So,
You're a little choppy right now when you're talking.
am I? Yeah, my headphones
Sounds like
kind of going out. Can you hear me?
yeah, it's kind of crinkly. Sounds like you're crinkling paper.
Shit. Can you hear me? Well,
Oh, there you are. That sounds better.
all right. So I have a bachelor's and some certifications in supply chain management. Interestingly enough, from a university that VeChain did research with. So, like everything in the early days when I would read about VeChain, I just remember it being known as the supply chain platform, right? So I related with it. I noticed that VeChain 101, VeChain Insider, uh, VPress had all seemed to kind of stop updating their ecosystem list, like the list of partners that VeChain had. So I kind of figured I would do a blog while I conducted my own research and share what I found with the community. Um, so I don't know if anyone remembers this. It was like 9 months ago. I started out as V Supply Chain. That Lieber had a meme contest. The first guy I interacted with on VFam. I ended up winning, and we worked together to create a custom astronaut who's holding a Louis Vuitton bag that kind of represents Sonny and uh, you know his history. Um, I wrote a blog, and then Eisenrich, I probably messed up his name, shared it, and I was just amazed. Like he had 16,000 followers, and I was just like, what? Um, Satoshi Boomin did a YouTube video, and he covered my blog. I just mean the community from such an early point of me coming to the chain and starting my blog, and all these people that were, I don't know, like just had massive followings, kind of covering what I was doing, just motivated me to keep going. Um, so then I kind of realized VeChain was a smart contract platform, and I changed my name to VeChain VFam. Um, so for one, why VeChain, the strong supportive community that we call VFam. Um, I mean, they have a strategic partnership with DNB. Right there, I'm sold. I could go on, but I'll tell you just to go read my blog. Um, I mean, on Monday, I sent Sunny Lou a message, and I said, eventually we're going to colonize on Mars. Either Elon Musk or it's going to be someone after him. Can we get V? Can we use VeChain on Mars? to track sales, property transfers, permanent receipts, votes, immutable records, of ideas and innovations, things like that. He kind of told me that's not what he's looking for. But 3 days later, the VeChain Foundation followed me on Twitter. So I don't know. Maybe VeChain is coming to Mars with us.
Well, so you're all in on VeChain. You love VeChain, and you're a huge thinker. Clearly, I mean, you are wanting to know what we can do to use VeChain to help with our inevitable what do you call it? Just civilization building on Mars. So that is a hell of a thought and a hell of an idea, and I mean it's all very impressive. Because I've talked to you aside from just on here, and so it's all very interesting, and I think a lot of people do not believe what like you said on Reddit. People think it's a sham project. So why don't you bring everybody up to speed on what the VeFam Space Club is, what the roadmap in a nutshell, and kind of the goals for the next 3 years as it kind of tracks the VeChain growth phase.
All right, 1 second. Sorry, I was trying to look up a quote. I just want to give this quote real quick. So I interviewed at SpaceX, and it was for Starship, the one that's actually going to be going to Mars. And it stated understanding of blockchain-powered supply chain platforms to boost efficiency, traceability, and payment processing speeds. So I mean, fingers crossed, it's VeChain. It could be dreaming though. But as far as VFM Space Club, I mean, one of the main goals, said someone on a space tour, that's quite ambitious. Um, we've got, I don't know, we're just trying to differentiate ourselves. I mean, like I said, I've been called a scam project. Been messages this for real. So in that regards, I guess I'm doing something, doing something right. Um, you know, spreading the project out, I guess, several years and slowly building a brand together as a community. I think it'll kind of stand the test of time and hopefully gain recognition, somewhat like my blog has. Um, I guess I can tell you some things that I've been working on to differentiate us, but not everything. Um, as you notice in the NFTs, there's Earth, but in the second drop, it won't. It'll be a different planet or a different surface, or maybe a UFO or a rocket ship, or who knows. Um, you may notice that the faces, staffs, and hats are different. I believe this gives the customer something unique to them that they can hopefully connect with. We're giving the people the opportunity to design their own each month. So if you mint a paintbrush, you can design your own astronaut, which will have you send back the paintbrush one to us. We'll burn it, and then we'll add your custom one to the collection. Um, if you collect a certain number of astronauts, it'll be airdrop the founder's astronaut. There'll only be 10 available. Um, there'll be a unique airdrop to all the holders. So this will create a secondary collection. The astronauts will serve as tickets for all future events for NFT projects under the VeFam Space Club brand. We have lore coming from a published comic book writer and novelist. The artist of their comic is a founder of a PFP project with art director from Blizzard. And in my opinion, their writing is just as good as their art. I've been talking to other projects and other blockchains to try and do some cross chain collaboration, doing the same with the VeChain artists, also with artists that paint for a living, like on canvases. Some of these collaborations are already done, but we've got a long journey ahead of ourselves. And really, the goal of these collaborations, or the result of them rather, um, would be to give it to the VFam Space Club community free of charge. whether that's a one of one and we somehow choose a community member, or if it's given out to the number of astronauts in the project at that current time, not the whole 2025. So for example, if you minted tomorrow and you'd be one of 56, and maybe there would be some sort of an airdrop, there would only be 56 of a collaborative piece. I've been in talks with this like actual aspiring astronauts that one day may actually be may be visiting Mars. And surprisingly, they kind of shown interest in the project. I don't know if you guys know who Bill Nye the Science Guy is. Some of my family didn't, but I know growing up,
Well,
he was the
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yeah, he's the CEO of the Planetary Society. So I reached out to them. They said as like a one-time thing, if if as a community we decided to, we could have the entire VeFam Space Club join in on a call with Bill Nye the Science Guy. I tried tried getting Bill Nye to accept the customized NFT, but that was a no go. So I mean, the community first. I mean, after we save up for the space tour or claim the whale card, or even before that with the Wove tokens we're going to be generating, um, we can work towards new goals that the community would like to commit on. I've got a lot of ideas, but we're here to grow together. Basically, from the start, we've set 75% to be reinvested in project goals. So the goal is to just continually reinvest into this project throughout the entire growth phase and beyond of VeChain.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack right there. I mean, so far, what we know, everybody, the first 200 members of Discord, for anybody that doesn't know, already got an airdrop NFT, kind of a commemorative NFT from the project. Um, and you can clearly see that they're working behind the scenes big time on everything. I mean, Troy is working on getting a whale card on World of V by collecting all 200 of their Genesis cards, and that will be for the benefit of the community. And you hear that he's reaching out to so many different people. Reaching out to Sonny Lou, reaching out to Bill Nye. Who in the hell reaches out to Bill Nye the Science Guy? This guy does, and that's unique and different. So I think that you are offering a lot of unique things about a NFT project. There's a lot of different projects coming out lately, and I was going to ask how you plan to be different with so many different things coming. And I think, I mean, just throwing the name Bill Nye the Science Guy and a call for the community in there is kind of enough to set it apart for me. I mean, hell, for 2025 vet, yeah, why not get a chance to listen to Bill Nye the Science Guy and a 1 in 2025 chance of going on a commercial space tour. So, how did you come up with the all the numbers? I mean, you're kind of basing it around the VeChain growth phase. So, I mean, you got 56 a month. Where did that number come from? You got 3 years of minting and 2025 vet apiece for a total of 2025. What is that simply just the VeChain growth phase that inspired those numbers, or what kind of light can you shed on that?
Well, the 56, I believe you did the math for that one. So we went with that. But yeah, the, the year 2025 for the growth phase, uh, the set number for the price was actually uh, calculated a while ago. But regardless of how that has fluctuated, just kept it the same. Yeah, it's just based on that.
Okay, that's that's another creative aspect of this project. So with
Actually, wait, hold on. I should also add, I mean, it also was an amount that would be able to accomplish the goal if the project is successful to actually send someone on a space tour. So that's why it may, be a higher price point than some other projects.
okay, yeah, that's an important part. So can you share a little bit more about that and how you intend on sending somebody on that space tour, and when you plan on acquiring the ticket or reservation, or just share some details on that if you could.
All right, so the ticket or the seat reservation, rather, it's a non-refundable seat that will be purchased as long as we get the funds from the mint tomorrow. Um, and then I've been in talks with the company Worldview, and we've got a couple different payment plans, um, and they're setting up dates. So I'm kind of waiting to hear back from them.
Okay, so you will be reserving the seat.
Yeah, and I've already cleared it with them. Like it's okay to have it. I'm buying it as a gift for someone else, or it won't be in my name, even though it's being purchased by VeFam Space Club.
And so is that going to be funded through mints alone, or is there going to be some of that wove generated from?
Ideally, ideally from mints alone. I mean, it should be able to be achieved. But if I mean, for some reason, if not, then other funds, would support that.
Okay, and you are going to have a wallet posted on the website so anybody can look at any given time and see that you're.
Yeah,
Uh,
the wallet's already up there, of where all the funds each month after the drop will be sent.
okay, so anybody can go and
You can
check
see
that
that. Yeah,
out. Just be sure to you just make sure that yeah he's actually putting the money in this wallet, and he's not skimming any extra off the top or whatever. So that's something for everybody to look out for too if you're interested in doing that.
and then also in the Discord, I've got posted up how many whale or not whale Genesis cards are collected, and then that will be continuously updated each month as we, continue to gain more. Um, I can post the wallet that owns that as well if anyone's interested, but no one's asked. But
And you're active in the Discord for, I mean, pretty much 24/7 if anybody has any questions day to day or anything like that. So how did you choose World of V Marketplace as opposed to VC? And be easy with this answer. I see bread down there. So
well, first I want to say, I guess with my collection of over 500 NFTs, they're almost split evenly between the two. So like I really enjoy both the marketplaces, the team members. I mean, both teams are just what you'd be looking for in an NFT marketplace, or just as individuals alone. Um, when both were launching, they worked with me to publish articles, and it was great interacting with both teams. I guess a few reasons why I chose World of V. I've collected the 147, well, 145 now Genesis cards, and wanting to provide more value or opportunities to the community. Um, each drop using 50% sales will get the whale card. So that's something unique to World of V. Um, in the the grant application, you know, World of V stated they wanted to use multi-clause and fee delegation to pay for the creator when minting the NFTs. And they thought that was the coolest feature of VeChain. Um, so that's pretty nice. If someone comes on and they don't have any Vita, which I know it's super cheap, but you can mint for free even if you use the Wove token, you can sell with um, you can sell for free. Um, so that's another reason. The team and community, just like at VC, are great. And as of now, if we decide to do a PFP project, Wove can support that.
Right on. So can you, after this, we'll open it up to the floor for anybody that's got other questions. But can you just quick walk everybody through the minting process tomorrow?
Yeah, let me open up the Discord just so I don't mess it up. And it's not that complicated, but we've got all right. So there's a ticket um, that the link to a ticket, and you purchase the ticket, and each ticket corresponds to an astronaut, right? So you go there, you purchase a ticket. I then airdrop you the astronaut. After then, which you need to send back the ticket to me so that I can burn it. That way, there's no one's selling it on secondary, and people get tricked and thinking they're going to get an astronaut, and they just sign up with a ticket. And all those links are posted within the Discord or on the website.
Okay, so it's all readily available. So are those randomly generated numbers corresponding the astronauts to the tickets so that it's all completely random?
I mean, I've assigned each astronaut a number. No one besides me knows what number that is. Um, so unless you know my favorite number.
That I personally. Okay, so if anybody, excuse me, if anybody has any other questions, we'll be glad to have you come up here. Anyone? Anyone? Well, until somebody comes up. So, what else can we expect in between drops? Because it's the fourth Sunday of every month. So I know there's going to be a paintbrush that you'll be able to, whoever has it will be able to create their own NFT. You've already done an airdrop. Is there anything else that we can be looking forward to between drops
Did you forget about Bill Nye?
besides Bill Nye?
Well, the lore, um, the collaborations with other artists, the shop. I mean, we didn't touch on the merchandise that will eventually be tracked and traced on VeChain. I mean, when I did the interview with Harel Eyewear, I mean, that really inspired me to, I don't know, that mixed with my supply chain background. Excuse me. I wanted, I guess, this NFT project is one way to enable to be able to build on VeChain, and that's I just think awesome. Um, I've enjoyed doing my blog and will continue to do so, but it's I think time to I guess get off the bleachers and try and help create
Abs-
something.
if anybody doesn't follow VeChain VeFam and read his blog and use his website, there's a lot of good information on there for all things VeChain from um, I mean, pretty much you name it. Anybody that's utilizing VeChain, anybody that's building on VeChain, what VeChain's doing, their different partners around the world, NFT projects, anything and everything. So, um, if you look at the website and you interact at all, you'll see that the VeFam Space Club team is all in on VeChain, and clearly you can hear from today that he is here for the community. Wants to be able to give back and offer something unique and different, which is big. Because it's been floating around a lot lately that there's some unscrupulous business in the VeChain community, and there is on every blockchain. That's no secret, but it just kind of shows us that we really need to do our own research and know what we're investing in, why we're investing in it, and just be confident and comfortable in what we are doing. And this is a perfect project to look at and see, okay, so there's a lot of history on VeChain before this project launched. It's not just somebody coming out of the woods starting, some random project or whatever. So I would always encourage everybody to do plenty of research and know, feel confident in themselves, not just minting because a handful of other people that they know virtually are minting. That's always important to protect yourself and um, your own assets. We have a request from Zoki. See if I can.
Yeah, I just accepted him. Hey, Zoki.
Oh, hey, VeFam. Yeah, it's one question. I jumped in a little later. I might have missed it, but how much is a ticket to go to space?
Well, it's not guaranteed, and it's actually a space tour technically, but it's 2025 vet. So that's based off of the growth phase year and a number that would be able
Oh,
to
no, I
achieve.
meant to actually the one person that goes to space. What's the cost of that ticket?
Oh,
Yeah, isn't
oh,
it like a half
that's
million
it.
or a million or something?
No, it's 50 grand.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's not doable for me, but it sounds doable. Okay, all right. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, is it so again, like I ran into it, so I apologize to the group. Like is it one of those like Virgin Atlantic's one or like what Bezos is trying to do? Or is it like something else?
It, it's through Worldview.
Okay. I guess I could just go Google it so I can check it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what Virgin was 200,000, so that was a little out of the range for this project. We would have had to charge substantially more to be able to achieve that.
Okay. Well, sweet. I mean, I love the concept. I love how you're branding this. It's awesome. Like I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. It seems like if it goes well, this will happen pretty soon.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty excited to see how it goes as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. All right, man. That's it, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
One other thing. When is the expected date to send somebody into space? 'Cause is it the very after the very last drop, obviously, or is there going to be, um, some time in between the last piece minting, or how's that gonna all work?
So actually, the date, I haven't gotten the exact date from Worldview, but it's 2024. So actually, your chances are better than 2025.
Okay, so it's gonna be bumped up a little bit, so everybody that is minted up to whatever date that is will be entered in.
Correct.
Okay, that's good to know.